in the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, sat an old wooden porch, holding secrets only I know. We carved our names in the rail, under skies vast and blue, where the promise of forever felt honest and true. But the porch stays quiet, the oak tree's grown old, the scarf you left behind's turned gray and cold. As the sun dips low in the land of the free, this lonely heart rides trails where you used to be. Time swept in like the rain on dusty, forgotten roads. Your laughter's just an echo in the cabins we called home. The saddle sits untouched, its leather cracked and dry, each creak a painful reminder of days long gone by. Still the porch stays quiet, the oak tree stands tall, the wind whispers your name in the twilight's call. With the sun hanging low in a sky so vast and deep, my heart's a lonesome rider through memories I keep. Beneath the endless heavens I've roamed from town to town, but each horizon's painted with the love I hadn't found. The world spins on, the stars watch from above, yet in this silent stillness all I know is our lost love. Yes, the porch stays quiet under that old oak tree, where our dreams still linger, but you're just a memory. As night claims the valley and the stars stake their claim, I'm left with the shadows and the whisper of your name. In the chill of the silence, where our laughter once rolled, the porch stays, but it's you, oh, it's you I still long for. Out by the old split rail, where the creek bends and sighs, I first saw her smiling neath the vast prairie skies. We carved our names into the oak, so wild and free. Underneath that summer sun, silence watched me. Oh, silence, watch me leave through fields of gold and yore, her scarf caught on the breeze as my heart tore. Every whispered wind, every rustle in the leaves, echoes of what we had. Silence, watch me leave. Years flew like dust devils across those old gravel roads. Our cabin stood empty where once loved abode. Winter claimed the porch swing where we dream above the fray. Rain washed away the trails where we once lost our way. Silence, watch me leave past shadows growing dim, missing her laughter in the twilight hymn. The cold grip of the night, the longing that deceives. She's a ghost in my heart. Silence, watch me leave. By the lantern's pale glow, I see her face and fires dance. Oh, regrets, spent stories in their haunting spectral trance. A low coyote calls to a moon so out of reach. In this silent symphony, my soul finds its speech. So silence watched me leave, and it watches still as I roam these wild lands against my heart's own will. But every sunset burns where her love once wove its weave. In the quiet of the night, silence watched me leave. In the quiet of my life, only silence watched me leave. Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers to me, you and I, we carved our names in those worn out boots that still remain. The trail runs cold by the cabin side, where you swore to stay right by my side. But boot stays under that endless sky in the dust where the old paths lie. And I hear your laugh in the wind's soft cries, while the sunset bleeds through the prairie's eyes. Boot stays, but you rode away, leaving me with the echoes of yesterday. Now the gravel roads, they don't sing no more, just whisper secrets of what was before. Old porch swings empty like the heart in my chest, saddles gathering dust like the scarf you left. Rain taps soft on the window pane, each drop a memory, each a sting of pain. Yes, boot stays under that stormy sky in the dust where my hopes might die. And I hear your voice in the rain soft sigh, while the stars hide shy in the morning sky. Boot stays, but you're not here today, just shadows in the silver of the sun's old rays. So I roam these lands, drift through this life, a ghost in the echoes in the twilight strife. But no matter how far these old roads bend, it's to your memory my heart will tend. Boot stays where our dreams lay deep, in the heart of the wild, in the promise we keep. So I'll sing to the night, let my lone soul stray, neath the haunting moon where the night birds pray. Boot stays as I walk alone in the lingering sigh of a love long gone. The song fades like twilight into the night, leaving a trail of heartache and whispered memories in the quiet air. out where the oak tree shadows lie long. On the porch of a cabin where the gravel turns to sand, there's a worn out saddle and a scarf you left behind, each thread a whisper of your hand. By the fading trails where the wildflowers dream, you danced under a sky so vast and still. In the echo of your laughter, the creek sings its old song. In that quiet town, my memory stood still. Oh, these hills recall your silhouette. Each sunset paints your face in its fiery hues. The wind still carries the softness of your voice. In this lonesome life, it's you I can't lose. Now the cabins sit empty, the doors creak alone. The dust settles where our stories were born. Rain taps on the windows like tears of the sky on the nights too cold since you've been gone. Those trails overgrown, the fields turned to brown, where we rode through the dreams, vibrant and wild. I roam with the shadows and the ghosts of our past. Every mile without you, every sorrow compiled. Oh, these hills recall your silhouette. Each sunset paints your face in its fiery hues. The wind still carries the softness of your voice. In this lonesome life, it's you I can't lose. Sometimes a man's heart is a wide open range where memories roam far and free. But tonight by the oak tree where your laughter still lives, I'm as trapped in your memory as a soul can ever be. So here stays my heart beneath these endless skies, moonlight dancing on the path where you once lay. Oh, these hills remember, and so do I, in the twilight of my life, where your memory stood still forever and a day.
Underneath the gnarled oak tree where our initials lay, I remember how the sunset painted skies a mournful gray. Your scarf had danced a lover's waltz caught on a western breeze, as your words fell softly like the autumn's withered leaves. Her goodbye listened, quiet like the dust on an old town road, where memories whisper through the cracks of what we once called home. A saddle left untouched, a porch now bare, shadows long and twisted in the silence of fading trail. Her goodbye listened. The cabin by the creek now stands as empty as my heart. Gravel roads once traveled feel endlessly apart. The laughter we shared lost in winds that sweep through lonely pines. Our dreams like fallen leaves scattered over time. Her goodbye listened, echoing neath the vast and starry skies, a haunting tune over hills where the lonely coyote cries, an echo off the mountains, through valleys deep and misty, in the hush of night, her goodbye listen. Now every sunset's just a memory's fading light, every star above a tear from that last night. If love is like a river, mine's run cold beneath the frost, in the chilling breeze, where all but sorrow's lost. Her goodbye listened, and so did I, to the end of an age-old song. The heart knows what the heart needs, and where it truly belongs. With her scarf in my pocket, and her memory ever twisted, underneath the gnarled oak, her goodbye listen. In this ballad, the use of sensory details and symbolic objects weaves a tapestry of loss and memory, echoing a deep personal connection to the past through the physical landscape of a Western setting. By the old oak tree near Jenkins Creek, I carved our names in the bark so deep. That oak still stands, but you're gone it seems, on this timeless road where our dreams now sleep. Oh, the wind whispers low through the grass on the lea, memories like dust scatter wild and free, under crimson skies my lonesome heart weeps, on the timeless road where old love sleeps. The porch still creaks where we used to stand, your scarf in my hand as you talk about plans. Now the cabin's empty, the candles unlit, fading trails of what if, and the silence that sits. Oh, the wind whispers low through the grass on the lea, memories like dust scatter wild and free, under crimson skies my lonesome heart weeps, on the timeless road where old love sleeps. Rain taps the saddle where you once rode beside, every droplet a tear that the heavens cried. This road's just gravel, but it cuts so deep, carrying me away from what I can't keep. Oh, the wind whispers low and the night's drawing near, echoes of you in the shadows appear, under the moon's soft glow my weary soul creeps down the timeless road where our love sleeps. It's down that timeless road where I'll always weep. Down by the edge where the wild oak grows, there's a dusty trail where the river bends. Spend golden sunsets with her long ago, where the canyon burns at summer's end. We carved our names in the bark so deep, beneath the sky's wide dome where the hawks do roam. In that sacred place where memories seep, once a whispered home, now her name's just a ghost. And though the canyon burns like the fire in my chest, each flame a tale of what I've loved and lost. The wind carries the ashes of promises over the cliffs where our dreams got tossed. Oh, the canyon burns, and with each orange blaze my heart recalls her name in aching tones, left riding these trails in a lonesome haze, searching for a love that feels like home. Years flew like leaves in the autumn wind. The old porch swings, now a creaking bone. Her scarf still hangs where her laugh had been, in the empty cabin we built alone. Now the gravel roads wear a coat of dust, echoing boots that walked away from the fading trails where we placed our trust, to the silence that holds sway. And though the canyon burns while my soul just yearns for a past where love wasn't weather worn, each ember a spark of what I can't return, under stars to which we once had sworn. Yes, the canyon burns and I'm a shadow it does, chasing echoes of a love that's shorn through the whispers of the wind in a world so brusque where heartstrings are tattered and torn. There's a wisdom in the silver streams flowing under moonlit quartz and stone, teaching me to live in between the dreams we seed and the things we've grown. Oh, the canyon burns through nights cold and stern, with the firelight dancing wild and free. Yet in every spark her memory returns, in this rugged heart where she'll always be. Yes, the canyon burns, a never-ending yearn for a ghost of a love that rides next to me. As the sunset fades to the night I turn, with her whisper in the wind neath the old oak tree. In the gold wash of dust, neath the old oak shade, I found a smile in the summer's scorching blaze. Her laugh a stream running wild, pure and clear, in a town too small for the dreams we shared here. The porch creaked under whispered secrets at night, as stars lit her eyes, holding promises tight. Her smile burns like the sun on the plains, leaving shadows where nothing remains. Through the dust and the wind, I still yearn for the flame of her smile that forever will burn. But seasons turn, as they always must do. Old trails fade and the wild winds blow. From the saddle I've seen 1,000 sunsets alone, each a memory of a love that's flown. Empty cabins, gravel roads where we'd roam, now just echoes of a heart that's lost its home. Her smile burns like the sun on the plains, leaving shadows where nothing remains. Through the dust and the wind, I still yearn for the flame of her smile that forever will burn. Under the vast sky, I've come to understand every whisper of rain, every grain of sand speaks her name in a land so wide and so grand. Yet her touch is a memory slipping like strands. Her smile burns in the quiet of the night, a lone star in the dark, burning ever so bright. As I wander these roads, a lost soul solemn spurn, her smile's a ghost fire in which I'll always burn. The trail stretches out, and still her smile burns. On Lonesome Hill, neath the whispering oak, where the sunset bleeds its crimson stroke, I etched our names in the bark so deep, a promise I swore I'd always keep. The wind carries dust of ancient tales over worn-out boots and forgotten trails, where we once danced just shadows now, cast by the branches' solemn vow. Lonesome Hill said nothing, but I heard it all. The silence of your absence at the twilight's call. Every leaf a whisper of the days gone by. Underneath the weeping willow, I still hear you sigh. Years drifted by like clouds on high, gravel roads and that old porch swing side. The cabin stands, but you're long gone, just echoes of our sweet dawn song. The scarf you left sways in the breeze like a soft goodbye amidst the trees. I walk these paths alone, unspoken, with only memories as my token. Lonesome Hill said nothing, but I felt the weight of love lost to time and the cruel hand of fate. Every stone and stir up, every fading trail marks the map of our story, now a lonesome tale. Oh, how the rain recalls your smile, washing over me, mile after lonesome mile. And in the quiet of the falling night, I find your warmth in the starlight's quiet light. Lonesome Hill says nothing, yet I hear your voice. In the rustling leaves I linger, I rejoice. Though you're a whisper on the hill's soft crest, in my heart's secluded cabin you forever rest. Fading into the sunset where our dreams once flew. Lonesome Hill knows everything, and it misses you too.
heart of the high plains, neath the twilight sky. Found an old oak tree where our names still lie. Whispers of the wind through the tired leaves, haunted by the dust of my worn out sleeves. There's a faded porch where we used to sit, talking about life and the mysteries in it. Now there's just a creaking swing swaying along, echoing the melody of your long gone tone. Oh, these empty beds, they linger like the rain, washing over old scars, the remains of the pain. Each setting sun, each whispered prayer tells the tale of our love, hanging threads in the air. The scarves you left hang by the door, tangled in the sorrow of the days of yore. The gravel road where we used to ride, now just a faded trail where my roots reside. Every sunset bleeds like the heart I tore, in the lonely cabin where you don't walk the floor. Wind chimes stir with a mournful sound, in the empty spaces where you're not around. Oh, these empty beds, they linger like the rain, washing over old scars, the remains of the pain. Each setting sun, each whispered prayer tells the tale of our love, hanging threads in the air. Under the willows weep, I see your silhouette. The cowboy's heart ain't mastered letting go just yet. And every star that fades into the dawn lies a dream of us that's never truly gone. These empty beds, they linger there, the ghost of your smile, a soul's quietly across the miles. With each parting sun and each tear that falls, your shadow dances slowly on these old cabin walls. Oh, these empty beds tell no lies, under the vast, unending skies. Love's a trail written and it's gone, but like the dust, it lingers on. It lingers on.
In the shadow of the oak where our names were carved deep, the creek whispers secrets that our summers used to keep. Her scarf still dances on the porch, a ghost in the wind, where the laughter of her eyes promised love wouldn't end. But her goodbye bleeds like sunset on that old gravel road, where my heart dropped off her back and her absence now flows. The dust won't settle nor the echo of her steps fade as the twilight cries and colors her leaving portrait. The cabin holds the cold of December's embrace, each corner filled with the silence of her missing trace. The trail we walk now overgrown, where wild daisies hide They bloom untouched like dreams in me since the day she died. Her goodbye bleeds like rain through the cracks of worn wood floors. Memories flood the empty spaces I can't restore. The dust won't settle, nor the echo of her steps fade as the twilight cries and colors her leaving portrait. Beneath the vast prairie sky, I ride through my regrets. Each star a tear from heaven, even heaven forgets. Though time may heal the marks on skin, the soul bears its scars. The cowboy wanders tethered to the light of lost stars. And her goodbye bleeds a river wild through broken plains. Love's deep scar I carry as I wear her invisible chains. The dust won't settle, nor her whisper in the breeze wanes. I sing to the stars, wishing she'd come back like the rain.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay, long into dusk, I found a scarf you left, now faded threads of musk. By the old log cabin, where our initials are still carved, a letter waits in silence, edges worn and starved. Oh, the winds, they whisper of you across the barren trails. Dust stirs memories like ghosts beneath the coyote wails. Each sunset bleeds like our love did, in scarlet and in gold. And every night I'm riding through dreams I can't hold. Gravel roads, they've shifted just like time's cruel hand. The saddle's worn and brittle where once it made a stand. That porch we'd sit just waiting for the rain to bless the land. Now it only echoes one set of boots and a solitary man. Oh, the winds, they whisper of you across the barren trails. Dust stirs memories like ghosts beneath the coyote wails. Each sunset bleeds like our love did, in scarlet and in gold. And every night I'm lost in dreams that I can't hold. Underneath the weeping willow, I confess to stars above how the heart can hold such spaces filled with endless love. But the shadows grow in corners where your laughter used to stray. And in the stillness of the night, my soul just drifts away. Oh, the winds, they sing of you down the empty, endless trails, where our memories roam like shadows, hidden deep in veils. Each sunset's a reminder of the love that had to fall. And every night I'm riding, haunted by the cold. A letter waits unread, my dear, where tears and time prevail. In the heart of a lonesome cowboy riding the lonely trail.
meets a wide whispering wind. I found your scarf, a ghost on the branches worn thin. Remember the porch where we danced under starlit skies? Now it creaks along, serenaded by my weary sighs. Oh, fading light left behind, how it bleeds through the night in the dusty trails where we once walked, now out of sight. Each sunset burns like the love that I've known now decline. In the fading light, in the shadows, you're still intertwined. Gravel roads where we roam now lay quiet and spare. Old cabins whisper tales in the chill of thin air. The saddle where you sat now hangs untouched and old, like the secrets we shared now, just memories grown cold. Oh, fading light left behind, how it yearns through the night. Echoes of laughter that drift over fields out of sight. Each sunset's glow is a reminder of a past confined. In the fading light, in the whispers, you're still entwined. By the riverside where the willows weep, I see your face in the water's deep. With every raindrop that the clouds provide, I feel you here by my lonely side. Oh, fading light left behind, how it fades into night. A cowboy's heart rides the shadows, chasing the light. In the twilight's embrace where our memories are enshrined. In the fading light, forever you're still intertwined. Through the fading light, my love, you're still intertwined. This tune carries the echoes of a heart that loved as wildly as the lands it roamed, holding on to the past with both hands, even as it slips like sand through the fingers. In the shadow of the mesa, where the wild sagebrush grows, stands the shell of an old house where my bittersweet wind blows. Its timbers cracked by time like lines upon my face. A whisper tells of scarlet scarves and soft tender grace. A oak tree by the porch, now withered, gnarled and gray. Underneath its boughs our dreams first saw the light of day. Oh, the old house died young with our love locked inside. Windows boarded up where our laughter used to hide. Now the evening shadows weep as the stars refuse to shine. In the old house that died young on the hill that ceased to pine. There's a saddle worn and dusty, hasn't seen a horse in years, and the path up to the doorway's choked with thorns instead of cheers. Gravel road that led to town, now reclaimed by the earth, like the trails we traced in youth, not knowing their full worth. Rain taps on the rooftop like the rhythm of your shoes, dancing on the wooden floors to the tune we'd never choose. Yes, the old house died young, with our dreams still in its halls, silent as the echo of our steps within these walls. Every creaking floorboard moans
that died young, where your hand slipped out of mine. Now I wander lands unending under skies that know my plight, a lone rider tracing sunsets, haunted by the coming night. With every step away, your memory pulls like the moon, guiding me back to a porch where we once kissed in June. Oh, the old house died young, but my heart lives there still, on that weathered old porch and in the chill of twilight's thrill, as the stars dare to glimmer on this lonesome ghostly plume. I'm the keeper of the echoes in the old house that died young. Let the wind sing through the oak, let the dust cover the door, for a cowboy rides alone, not homebound anymore. Yet in every whispering breeze and in every shift of sand is the old house that died young, and a love that still stands.
There's an old oak out by Riley's Creek, where we carved our names in the tender cheek of that ancient guard of whispered dreams, where the sunset's glow softly beams. Her scarf, it danced like a flame so wild on that dusty porch where she stood and smiled, and the wind had swept her laugh through the open plain like a sweet refrain when the wind called my name. Ooh, that wind did call my name through whispered pines and the pouring rain. Ooh, these hills hold her echo tight in the fading trails of the crimson light. Now the cabin's empty, the door swings free, with a creaking voice on a rusty hinge's plea. The gravel road wears a coat of dust, like my heart, covered in rust. The saddle's worn where she once sat by me, now it's just a shadow of a memory, as the twilight calls with a longing pain. Through the silence of the plains, the wind calls my name. Ooh, that wind, it calls my name, past the lonely scrub and the endless rain. Ooh, these roads run far and wide, but they can't carry back what time's denied. Underneath the starlit expanse I roam, every like home. Yet every step I take, every lone star's gleam pulls me back to her. So it mesa, under the old oak shade, where we carved our names in the bark. A lifetime ago it seems, those summers rolled like thunder beneath skies wide and gray, and your laughter mingled with the wind across the wild sage dreams. Now the wind left behind, it whispers through the grass, singing tales of what we lost, the shadows in the dust, each gust a gentle reminder of a love that couldn't last, on this lonesome trail where the sunset bleeds and hearts turn to rust. Years drifted by like leaves down a slow winding stream. Your scarf still hangs on the porch swing, faded and worn. The cabin stands empty, a relic of our vanished dream, where silence speaks in volumes, and I'm left here forlorn. Yes, the wind left behind, whispers through the grass, singing tales of what we lost, the shadows in the dust, each gust a gentle reminder of a scarf you once cast, on this lonesome trail where the sunset bleeds and memories just rust. In the quiet of the twilight, where the gravel roads, I found solace in the sorrow, in the pain of learning to let go. But these lands hold your echo in the whispering ferns, and I wander ever searching for the peace the wind won't show. Still the wind left behind, it whispers through the grass, as I walk these lonely roads, under fading stars aloft. Maybe love's just a shadow in the dust meant not to last, but I'll carry you forever in the quiet winds I've crossed. As the last light fades and the trail grows cold and undefined, I'll keep listening for you in the wind left behind.
Out here where the oak trees meet the sky, found an old cabin where our love did lie. Underneath the porch, our initials still deep in the wood, in the shadows, where old secrets keep. Oh, my heart wears the cloth of the dusty trail, as the goodbye letter fades, the past turns pale. Sunset burns like the love we knew, gone with the wind, where the wild horses flew. I remember her scarf hanging on that rusty nail. Now just like the empty roads, it's lost frail. The saddle where we rode, now worn and bare, like the solitary echo of our old love affair. Oh, my heart wears the cloth of the dust As the goodbye letter fades, the past turns pale. Sunset burns like the love we knew, gone with the wind where the wild horses flew. Beneath the weeping willow shade I lay my dreams. The creek sings softly of lost loves and schemes. Every whispering wind across the gravel worn speaks of a rodeo queen. My heart forever torn. Oh, my heart wears the scars of the dusty trail. As the goodbye letter fades neath the moonlight pale, stars above the plains guide this lonesome ride, past memory's shadows where old loves abide. As the night whispers and the cold sets in, I know that in these hills part of me still spins. Goodbye letter fades, but her memory stays like the ghost of a waltz in those golden days. In the dying light, where the prairie grass weaves through the crooked oak by the old gravel road, there's a house long empty, echoes of forgotten eve under soft whispering wind where our loved ones flow. I recall the fence, worn and leaning with tails. It stood guard by the lane, watched our summers turn pale. Oh, the fence watched me leave with the dust in my eyes as the sun kissed the hills in a slow waking dive, where the shadows grow long and the quiet towns lie. The fence watched me leave, and it watched me survive. Now the porch swings long, with the creek soft and slow, echoing footsteps where your laughter should be. Every knot in the wood, memories glow, once a tapestry woven of you and of me. But the oak leaves fell, as did the tears through the years. Now just the scent of the rain and the old porch that hears. Oh, the fence watched me leave with the dust in my eyes as the sun kissed the hills in a slow waking dive, where the shadows grow long and the quiet towns lie. Fence watched me leave, and it watched me survive. Under starlit skies, my heart whispers to the stone. Trails long cold, where forgotten winds have blown. The scarf you left now faded, threads thin and worn. Oh, the fence watched me leave. It's seen my tears dry, with the sun fading out like a soft whispered sigh. In the empty cabin shadow where my old dreams lie, the fence watched me leave. Can't forget if I try. It watched me leave through the sorrow, through the ride. Underneath the weeping willow, by the creek where lilies float, you and I, we carved our names inside a dusty sunlit cove. Oak trees stood as silent witnesses, the sky blushed pink to gold, in that wild forgotten valley where our tender love was told. Oh, love drifts like tumbleweeds along a lonesome gravel road. With every sunset bleeding red, my heart bears what it owes. These paths of dust and memory where silence speaks in gust, a whisper in the echoes of the promise and the trust. Now the porch groans empty, shadows stretch like fingers cold. The cabin's hollow, filled with echoes of the stories that we told. Your scarf still hangs upon the hook, a ghostly shade of gray, each thread a line of lyrics from the song we'll never play. Yes, love drifts like tumbleweeds along that rugged gravel road. Every sunset deeper red, each part in a heavier load. I wander through the whispers where your laughter used to burst, wrestling with the quiet that replaced our vibrant thirst. By the oak we vowed under, now I rest my weary bones, sifting through the ashes of the fire that we had known. A single leaf, it falls, a final dance upon the breeze, a testament to seasons changed, love that ceased to be. Love drifts, it's like the smoke that rises fading into blue. No matter how I cling to mist, I'm losing parts of you. With every dusty twilight, as the stars begin to show, I feel the weight of empty hands, letting go, letting go. In the gold wash of dust neath the old oak shade, I found a smile in the summer scorching blaze.
Her laughter stream running wild, pure and clear, in a town too small for the dreams we shared here. The porch creaked under whisper secrets at night. The stars lit her eyes, holding promises tight. Her smile burns like the sun on the plains, leaving shadows where nothing remains. Through the dust and the wind, I still yearn for the flame of her smile that forever will burn. But seasons turn as they always must do. Old trails fade and the wild winds blow. From the saddle I've seen 1,000 sunsets alone, each a memory of a love that's flown. Empty cabins, gravel roads where we'd roam, now just echoes of a heart that's lost its home. Her smile burns like the sun on the plains, leaving shadows where nothing remains. Through the dust and the wind, I still yearn for the flame of her smile that forever will burn. Under the vast sky I've come to understand every whisper of rain, every grain of sand speaks her name in a land so wide and so grand. Yet her touch is a memory slipping like strands. Her smile burns in the quiet of the night, a lone star in the dark burning ever so bright. As I wander these roads, a lost soul's solemn spurn, her smile's a ghost fire in which I'll always burn. The trail stretches out and still her smile burns.